deep in the bayou. Welcome to Cajun Field in Lafayette. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, checking in with Coach Decimo, and he is so excited to be back at his alma mater. He said that they have so much potential, he understands the culture and what makes this place unique. They were in the top 25 last season, but he believes with the right recruiting and the right buy-in from the program, they can be in the top 10 or even better, maybe the playoffs this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Washington State's offense will go to work first. And here comes the sophomore running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch him this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
They'll try the right side. Turning it on. Hold to the ground. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hits the hole. It's Voorhees. Bring him down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Churns into the pile. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The give on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Sells the run, looking to pass. It's complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Got the 1st down. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cougars! Rolled his way into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Raging Cajuns offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And it'll be Lunch Winfield running the show. Veteran in this offense, they believe he is locked in and prepared to have his best season yet. Straight ahead, it's Reagan. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He's got it down the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Runs through the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Play action on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. On the run, it's Reagan. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. Might as well run him again. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. What a way to start this drive with a 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington State.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fired complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, it's Reagan. He's there to make the stop.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Rush is on. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Washington State going back to work on first down. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Just got rid of that one. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Winfield. Rush right in his face. He's got it to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Raging Cajuns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. The fake wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Lowry. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying to move them on the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Out wide right, it's Lloyd. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tough run here. It's Reagan. Here's a little, and he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Wazoo. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air. It's Winfield. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tight end now in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Right side, it's Lloyd. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. The throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. Fields the punt. He gets a block. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 45. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Snapped on 4th down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The official says no good, hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. And the Cougars will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Hits inside. It's Reagan. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Going for it all. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Look out. Out wide right, it's Reagan. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Trying to take it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time.
Hits the afterburners. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown Cougars. And the route is on. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And how about this, man? Picking up right where they left off, putting up points, being explosive, being a threat. You thought at half maybe the defense would come up with some answers. So far, first drive, no answers to be found.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Out wide left, it's Sampson. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick give, it's Reagan. Stopped right there.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Fires to the tight end. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Sells to fake. Lets it fly. Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Got a man in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Reagan. Fights off a defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The play fake. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Great job by the pass rush up.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Oh, pressure's coming. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick completion to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Washington State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Raging Cajuns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Raging Cajuns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports college football coaching journey.
Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Supremacy in the SEC at stake here. It's the Texas A&M Aggies against the Ole Miss Rebels. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler along with Joel Pratt here in the booth, and joined on the field by Holly Rowe. Hello, Holly.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts.
Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Tremendous build-up to decide the championship in the Southeastern Conference. It's the Texas A&M Aggies against the Ole Miss Rebels. Holly Rowe joins us now from her ringside vantage point. Holly?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. His message to his team was, this is much more than just a top 15 matchup. He understands that whoever wins this game has a chance to shake the playoff bracket. And while they don't want to keep their eyes on that big prize and take it one play at a time, he wants his team to know what's on the line here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
And he stopped the front seven all over him that time.
Well, Chris, this defense is doing a really good job of being assignment sound. The quarterback has nowhere to go. He can't really get the edge. He's got to dive up in the middle of the field. This defense, if they continue to do this, they're going to have a good day.
Caught over the middle. It's Corton. What a sag by the senior.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the run, it's Owens. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle. Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
That's reeled in. It's Owens. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains and create a first down. This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Caught quickly, and the Rebels simply cannot get their defense off the field here.
Chris, the question about Marcel Reed and A&M was never going to be in the first couple of months. It's always going to be about what happens late in the season and in playoff time. Last year, they did not play well against Texas and Miami.
Green toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Powers into the end zone. You can't have a better start than that in a championship game. Right out of the gate, Joe, executing beautifully, and they draw first blood with that long drive.
Chris, it's goal number 1 for your offense to go out there, establish a rhythm, but try to get that first score of the game. That's exactly what they're able to do. Here's what I loved about it was the execution. Quarterback played well, offensive line played well, right down the field. What great rhythm they established here on the first drive.
And here's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. But they can't make the connection. Falls incomplete.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. The short completion to the tight end. Here it breaks into the clear. He goes out of bounds, close to the 25.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Grab made by the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum, and now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series. Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
The pocket breaking down. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, now you look forward to third down, and this offensive coordinator is going to have to dial something up, I think, to a wide receiver on the outside. Where's his one-on-one? Does he have his best player, and what's his matchup? And this quarterback has got to think about throwing the football on time. It's a condensed space. The windows are small. The ball...
Touchdown, Aggies! This offense cannot be stopped.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Going to try to use his legs here.
You love to see this as an offensive play caller. Now you're creating 2nd and short. Beautiful scramble by the quarterback. He gets himself up the field. Not quite a first down, but now it's time to take a shot. This is where you go heavy play action and put that ball down the field. 2nd and short is the perfect time for this play.
Tackled, but forced down.
Well, it doesn't always have to be pretty, and it doesn't always have to be dominant. You just got to move the chains. We need first downs here as an offense. They're able to do that with a nice little run.
And at first down, they go right back to him. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it. Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
And he'll drop back here on third down. On the move now. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on third down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Looking to scramble. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that's tough when you're rolling to your left as a quarterback, trying to escape the rush and get the ball down the field. Plus, he's got contact as he's trying to release. It's almost impossible to throw a ball accurately down the field, and that's why it leads to an incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. The shotgun handoff here. Now tackle him well short of the marker. Brings up 4th down. See if they try out the field goal team. Coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a run to the left. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Aggies Offense hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Now it's second down here. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Goes out of bounds. He gets inside the 35, though.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense really clicking.
Well, this is an outstanding read from this quarterback. He's got quarter safeties, and so he knows that he can alert the post route. You're going to post in the concept, and that safety stays down. Throw it up over the top, and he does so with great timing and great accuracy for a touchdown. That is beautiful play by the quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Oh, he throws it back. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw, testing the middle. Wide open downfield. He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. And the Rebels come to the line to run the hurry up. Trying to run, it's Lacey.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels.
That is a massive score for this group. It really creates a different game moving into the 3rd quarter. You create that momentum with the score before half, that locker room just feels different at halftime.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He escapes the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. What a catch! They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. We got a timeout here taken by the Aggies. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Escapes the pocket. No room to run. They bring him down for no gain. Now Texas A&M calls their second timeout. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time.
This offense has got to stay out of these third and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's fourth down.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there at what will be the final play of the quarter. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. They get the second half started with a running play. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Caught behind the line. It's Lacey.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Grab down the middle. It's pass. Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. The Rebels come up to the line in a hurry up.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on third down. These simple curl routes are so difficult to defend. From a defense's perspective, you got to try to anticipate and jump this route. But you better beware. If he double moves, he's gone.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
I really love what this offensive line is doing in these short yardage situations. It's 3rd and 1. They're able to win the line of scrimmage, and they move the chains. But remember, this happens because you build into third down success by having successful plays on first and second down. That's what this offense is doing right now. Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down. Oh, I love this creative design here, Chris. They're able to get the ball to another playmaker, just another guy threatening this defense, trying to touch the rock, and it's a nice solid gain here for them in a goal-to-go situation.
Touchdown, Rebels. And that will give them the lead now. Here's the point after attempt.
What I I love about this throw is that it is on time, and when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows. You can allow for yards after the catch, all of it, and here they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense back out there. There's the handoff. Muscles past the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it, and then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Grab behind the line. It's Horton. Breaking into the clear. He goes out of bounds, spotted just short of the 20.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And the Aggies will line up here on first down and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he's swarmed quickly. They're all over the QB run there.
The absolute best way to stop these option plays is with hard edges. There's nowhere to go on the outside. You can't get the ball on the outside, and these hard edges continue to make life difficult on this offense. It's keeping the ball in the middle part of the field, and then the pursuit is right there. This defense has done such a good job. That is a sound job of execution, in particular on the edge.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Oh, they've got him for a sack on third down.
It's so difficult to present pressure on the quarterback in a short yardage situation, and the defense is able to do it. That's a really nice job by this defensive coordinator and this defensive front getting home on third down.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on fourth and goal here. Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Rare miss right here from the quarterback, and as a defense, maybe they can build on this. Now it's time to create some pressure and disrupt the timing of the quarterback. I think that's the only way that they're going to have any success stopping him. He's been too good so far today. So it's about disrupting the timing and getting that pass rush going.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Goes out of bounds, but a nice game. They'll spot him short of the 35. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Jukes to get free. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
A play like that on first down is a coach and quarterback's best friend. Now you got second and inches, you can do whatever you want. I particularly love taking a shot here. Maybe a heavy play action. Get the ball down the field. Really force those safeties to defend that pass deep. It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And it's Ole Miss in front, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Fires it to the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Breaks into the open. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. A crucial pick six.
Chris, their entire objective on this series is just get the football back for their offense down in this game in the fourth quarter. And they go even further. Not only do they get the pick, but they take it back for 6. And now they've got the lead in this ball game. The opportunity to be aggressive and shut this thing down on the defensive side. What a play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Bringing pressure. Across the 40. Out of bounds. He's spotted inside the 40. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, there's the adjustment. They've been going to him all day long, a couple of touchdowns. He has been terrific on the outside, and finally the defense adjusts and gets some coverage over the top.
Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
You dream of these scenarios as a quarterback and as an offense. You're down, you've got to drive the field and put the ball in the end zone, and they're able to do it right here. What a great drive, great execution. They're able to take the lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Hands off to the left. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Running back with the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can he make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. Gets made on the out route. Oh, he's got open space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They jump on top now here in the fourth. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Conference championship on the line. Not much time left. Down 3, looking for some magic here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. Looking to scramble now. Goes out of bounds, but a nice play out across the 35.
I'm impressed with his game awareness, Chris. He understands what's going on down in this game. Inside of 4 minutes, you've got to pick up first downs and manage the clock. He does both on this snap, and now it's time to get that ball down the field. I love running 4 verticals in this situation because you send the defense deep, and if you need to check it down, he's open as well.
Conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? They look to throw it here on second down. With the catch, it's Alexander. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Another clutch play for this quarterback who's having a very solid championship game, Joel. He shows the confidence they have in him in this must-win moment.
Chris, you hit it on the head. It's about the confidence, and you can see that confidence come out in the decisions that he is making. That ball is going to the proper spot. He is playing so efficient right now, and this game is going to be on his shoulders the rest of the way. Such a value add at the quarterback position when your guy can just scramble and move the chains. That is such a help to these drives. You can stay on the field. And again, if you can do that 2, 3, 4 times a game, you are doing a great job as a quarterback.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. This running back just continues a monster performance in this championship game. Joel, they're feeding the hot hand. Interesting to see how they play it in this must-score drive.
Chris, I think a lot of it depends on what the defense does here. As they get conservative, why not allow your running back to chew up these yards? With this situation and the points that you need, I think you can still go to him.
The Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Looking for some space. It's Lindsey. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
They are executing exactly what they wanted to, which was control the game on the ground, and they're doing that right down the middle. This offensive line is winning, and I got to tell you, that coaching staff's got to be thrilled with the way they're running it right now.
And the Rebels are in the red zone now. On first down, it's a play action. Looking to scramble. They'll bring him down, but the game moves the ball to the 9-yard line. Got a timeout here taken by the Aggies. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Escaping the pressure, moving right. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line. And now Texas A&M calls their second timeout. They've still got 1 more left to work with. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. An inside give now from the shotgun. Touchdown, Rebels. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Chris, there is nothing better than playing great when greatness is needed. You're down. It's inside of a minute. This offense had to have it, and they're able to put it in the end zone. That is great stuff from this group.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure is coming. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, you're not going to execute this comeback unless you can protect your quarterback. And here he's hit as he throws. If this O-line can give him some time, he's going to be able to find somebody down the field. But again, it always comes down to protection.
You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. No press here. The defense backing away. Moves out of the pocket. Extending the play now. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is going to have to be an absolute monster throw. Unless Cordell Stewart is walking onto the field, I don't know if he can get it all the way into the end zone. He's going to have all his momentum moving forward right up to the line of scrimmage just to get it close to the end zone.
Looking for a late, deep throw. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Winning a conference championship in a league this strong clearly is one of the preseason goals for this team, and you can tell by the way they're celebrating. But Joel, now we're going to wait and see what their path to a national championship, the ultimate goal, is going to be.
Well, like you said, the strength of winning a championship in this conference is not going to be lost on that committee. I wouldn't be surprised if this team does garner a bye, and then it's about retaining momentum, as we've seen throughout the history of this playoff. How well can you execute after a long layoff? I think that's going to be the challenge for this group.
One final salute for our conference champions today, and we'll see you at the college.
worked the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game, one of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment. So he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and beat our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleep.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Right back to the well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Dropped in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll run him again. Taken down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. 3rd and 3. On the RPO, got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I mean, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 3rd and long right here. Making the adjustment. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Just has to be happy with that.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. Get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to throw, it's Boley. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The run inside. It's Singleton. Knocked down immediately.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely...
It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Seminoles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Second and long here. The give. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Fires toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. And guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. All wideouts, no backs. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turner. At the 45 on his way. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's first and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass, it's Bowling. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. They're working that left side. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Turns it upfield. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Swamped immediately.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle for the loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Straight ahead, it's Sands. Turning it on! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Lopez. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're all over it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Got to make the play on 4th. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down mark.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
He'll run it. There's a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB.
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a man. It's Boley. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting it to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throw him the football. He does the rest, picks up the big 1st down.
Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. He's looking deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The hand to the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting 1st half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the number 22 team, the App State Mountaineers. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone 1st downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Sets his feet. It's Boley. Left side is Kane. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Eccles. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on...
Beck's going for the goal line. And